Isn't it strange how many versions of you live in other people's minds? To some, you're the loud one who never stops talking. To others, you're distant, a mystery they can't quite figure out. And yet, there are those who see you as the most caring soul they've ever met. But here's the truth. None of these versions are the real you. They're just fragments, distorted reflections, shaped not by who you are, but by how people perceive the world. Imagine a young artist named Alex, searching for their voice in a world full of noise. As a child, Alex would spend hours drawing detailed sketches, losing themselves in creativity, filling every blank space with color and imagination. In high school, they explored entrepreneurship by selling custom-designed notebooks, balancing their art with the thrill of building something unique. Each design was personal, inspired by moments of both joy and struggle. Yet even as their art grew in popularity, Alex felt disconnected from their true self. At school, they were the quiet one, blending into the background, while among friends they transformed into the life of the party. At home, misunderstood, caught between expectations and personal dreams, their parents hoped for a practical career, while Alex longed to chase a creative dream. Meanwhile, Alex also found a passion for music, learning to play the guitar in solitude, expressing emotions they couldn't articulate with words. So who were they really? This is the journey we all face, a quest to understand our true selves amidst conflicting perceptions and roles. The problem? We often see ourselves through borrowed lenses. The pressure to be what others expect, the fear of not being enough. It clouds the truth. Picture this. Alex posts their artwork online and the positive feedback makes them feel validated. But one negative comment triggers self-doubt, making them question their abilities. Maybe I'm not that talented, they think. At work, Alex tries to be professional, but the fear of failure holds them back from fully expressing their innovative ideas, staying silent in meetings where their input could make a difference. In friendships, they fear being perceived as too emotional, so they mask their struggles behind forced smiles, even when they feel overwhelmed inside. They even begin to avoid showcasing their music out of fear of judgment, despite finding deep personal peace when playing alone. And it's not just Alex, it's all of us. Statistics show that nearly 85% of people struggle with low self-esteem at some point in their lives. We're so used to playing roles that we forget how to simply be. We measure ourselves against highlight reels on social media, forgetting that everyone else is editing their reality too. It's easy to get lost in this maze of identities, wondering, am I really enough? What does it truly mean to know oneself when identity feels like a shifting puzzle, constantly rearranged by circumstances and the opinions of others? But what if the goal was never to define yourself at all? What if you're not a fixed idea, but a story being written with every experience, every choice, and every heartbeat? Because the truth is, you are not the fragments others see. You're not limited by their perceptions or even your own. You're something deeper, something more profound. You're the choices you make, the love you give, and the life you create every single day. Think about it. The moments you showed courage, like when Alex finally shared their artwork at a community event despite self-doubt, heart pounding but determined. The times you were kind when no one was watching. Like Alex, volunteering at a local shelter, sharing art supplies with underprivileged children. The dreams you chased despite fear, like launching a small business that blends creativity and purpose, even when it felt like no one believed in it but them. Those are the moments where the real you shines brightest. Not in titles or labels, but in action, growth, and connection. It is in these moments of authenticity and vulnerability that your true self emerges. The path to clarity doesn't require perfection, it requires presence. Imagine Alex finally picking up their guitar again, not for an audience, but for themselves, rediscovering that music was never about approval, but expression. Imagine sharing your creativity, ideas, and dreams because they matter to you, not just because they might be applauded. So maybe being undefinable is the most human thing of all, because you're not just a title, a label, or a role. Your growth, your change, your possibility in its purest form. You're the sum of your experiences, the lessons you've learned, and the hope you carry forward. Each day presents a new chapter, a fresh opportunity to define yourself through your actions and the way you impact the world around you. And that's where your power lies. Not in proving who you are to the world, but in living fully, unapologetically, moment by moment. Imagine waking up each morning with the freedom to explore, evolve, and create your story without the burden of past mistakes or outside judgment. Picture a life where you give yourself permission to be complex, evolving, and beautifully unfinished. So, who will you choose to be today? Will you continue to seek external validation, or will you embrace the freedom of being yourself, unfiltered and ever-evolving? The answer doesn't lie in perfection, it lies in showing up, trying, failing, growing, and becoming more of who you were meant to be. You are not a reflection, you are the story you're still writing, and that's more than enough.